Okay, over to Naval Special Warfare. Did I get that one?
Yes.
How am I doing? Okay, Joette, you're up.
It's good. We have a question from Erica here today.
Hi, sir. I understand and appreciate the return to 6-month deployments and the concept of heads on pillows in relation to improving PERS tempo. Is there any visibility into the unintended consequences, such as the increased disruption to family schedules due to the unpredictability and often extended hours of local training routines?
Yeah, that's a great question, Erica. So again, for the broader audience here, I have gotten together with my component commanders. So the way it works in SOCOM is the SOCOM commander underneath me, I have got service components. So USSOC, the United States Army Special Operations Command, Marine Special Operations Command, Naval Special Warfare, where Erica and Joette are at, the Joint Special Operations Command, and the Air Force Special Operations Command. And so they are my service components, if you will. But they are also the folks that provide the service members that deploy downrange. So for those of you that have been living this for a long time, you know that many of your spouses have been downrange for a year, 12 months, 15 months, 8 months. And frankly, when I took a look at this report I talked about that Admiral Olson did for me, a lot of it had to do with, one, unpredictable deployments, but also the length of the deployments. So I have directed my service components to reduce the deployment time overseas for the tactical units. And I want to be a little bit careful here because some of the staff elements that go over in the headquarters will still be longer than a 6-month deployment. But all of the tactical elements, so, you know, at the ODA level, the SEAL Task Unit level, the MSOT level, the AFSOC, if you're going over as part of the JSOAC, all of those are being reduced to 6 months. Now, that won't all start tomorrow. There is a progression we have to get them to the 6-month time frame, but most of them are getting there pretty quick, which I'm pleased to see. So there's another piece of this, Erica, which is the total time deployed. So we took a look at ensuring, one, that we're not hurting the soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, SEALs in terms of schools they need to go to, things that they have to get done for their professional development and their advancement. And we took a look at really the training that was needed. And we have implemented a policy, I have implemented a policy that says that they have to be home a minimum, and this is the minimum, of 34% of the time over a 2-year period of time. So this really gets down to making sure that that is their head on the pillow. Now, it still seems like a lot of time away from home, but that is in fact the minimum. I will tell you that as I look at some of the other units, some of them are up to the high 40s in terms of their amount of time home. But what I didn't want to do, because it really is the responsibility of, you know, in your case, WARCOM or Naval Special Warfare Group 1 or Group 2, and the subsequent SEAL teams and special boat teams to be able to manage their force. So sometimes I got to, you know, keep them from hurting themselves by directing certain things, but I also want to give them enough flexibility and enough latitude to manage their personnel appropriately so they're providing ready forces downrange. The other thing we're coming up with is what's called Defense Ready. Defense Ready is a program, a software program that will now allow us to know down to the individual level every time a guy goes away from home. So in the past, we have had some of these programs, software programs. Some of them have been better than others. We went out and did the market research. A number of the components are already using Defense Ready, and they have told us, hey, this is a great program for the commanders and the senior enlisted to be able to very quickly look and say, okay, where is Erica's husband? How much time has he spent, you know, away from home? What exactly is he doing? All those sorts of things, so that frankly, we do a better job of managing the time away. And when we see somebody coming close to the red line, then we can back them off so that we're not creating undue pressure on the individual or the families. Now, you know the guys. You know, the guys are going to want to deploy every opportunity they can. The guys are going to want to go to every cool school out there. But the reality of the matter is, my job is to save them from themselves and to say, look, guys, you got to spend more time at home, because I don't want to break the families and have this great, you know, SEAL or special boat or ODA or MSOT only to find out that I've got a broken family at home. So this is clearly a part of where we've got to get to make sure that the force, and when I refer to the force, this is not just the members, this is the members and their families, are healthy, resilient, and again, because it's morally the right thing to do. Does that help there, Erica?
Yes, it does. Thank you, sir.